Today we're going to take a little office tour. I feel like this video has been so highly requested and I just haven't filmed it because I felt like my office wasn't all the way put together, but I think honestly this is the best that it's going to get, so might as well just film it right now. Currently I am working out of my home. I have 2 rooms for my business, so I'm just going to virtually take you guys around and show you these 2 rooms and show you everything that's in it, from storage to miscellaneous things, and then I'll let you guys know where everything's from, and then I'll also link it below so you guys can have links for easy access if you want to purchase the same things. Okay, let's get into it. So like I mentioned, I do have 2 office spaces. So this is the first room, and then just right down the hallway here, I have my second room. We're gonna go through this room first and then on to the second one. Here's a view of the whole room. This is pretty much where I spend a lot of my time. I was expecting honestly to spend more time in the other room, but since this is the room I have my heat press in, that's a majority of my job and work. So I do stay in here for a lot of the day. In the corner of my room, I have the heat press here. My heat press is from Racoma. It's the auto open. It is super amazing. Love this press so much. It is so heavy, you guys. So I put it on this table, and I do get a lot of questions about this table. This is the Husky workbench, and it's from Home Depot. I think it's currently on sale right now, so if you're interested, you might want to go check that out. And then next to my desk here, I just have this little cart thing. This holds all of my sublimation supplies. So I have parchment paper, a lint roller, my sublimation spray, tape, etc. On the bottom here, I have some sublimation blanks. And as far as decor goes around this area, that's from Amazon, which I will link below in my storefront. This workbench my heat press is on is fairly expensive. I think I got it for around $300, and I needed more workbenches just for folding shirts, tagging, pressing. So I invested in these workbenches that were a lot less expensive. These were from Amazon. They're definitely a lot less sturdy. I don't think I would put my heat press on it necessarily, but it does work for just, like I said, folding, pressing, and doing whatever. They don't need to hold a lot of weight, so they were fairly cheap. It's the brand Vever. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but those will also be linked in my storefront. Here we have some organization things. This honestly just has a bunch of miscellaneous things in it, and I got this from the Container Store. I also hung these pegboards along the wall to make just like a little packing station, so you can see I have my tagging gun there in the corner, and scissors, stickers, size stickers, thank you cards. So this is super helpful when I'm packing orders, and all of the pegboards and accessories that you see on the pegboards are from IKEA. And then under my workbenches, I have these I guess they're like laundry totes technically, but I use them for helping me when I'm pressing shirts. So they're just like this canvas basket. They're actually really high quality. I love these things. So what I'll do is I'll press shirts and I'll throw them in the tote, which clears up some room on the counter. And then I'll tag them, fold them, package them, and put them in this one. And that way I can either wheel this to the other room, or it just, like I said, clears up a lot of counter space for me, which is super handy. So this room is a little weird. I'm not exactly sure what this little indent thing is, but basically there's enough room to put shelves, but just on the top half. Not really sure what's going on there. So I just got these shelves from Lowe's, and you can build them however you want. So I kind of just cut them in half basically to make these 2-tiered shelves. I've talked about it in past videos, but I kind of went back to made to order. So this is where I just keep all of my blank apparel for the different shirts that I get orders for often. So I do like to keep some colors on hand. And then on those shelves, I just put label tags. So medium and large, so I know exactly what size all of my blanks are. This is by far the most asked about thing in my office, which is this ginormous photo booth. It's 6 feet tall and 4 feet wide. I actually got this from B&H Photo Video, but this is also available on Amazon, so I will have that linked in my storefront. Let's do a little 0.5 moment here so you guys can see how big it is. It is huge. This photo booth actually comes with these LED strip lights. So you can move these lights around. They're magnetic and you can move them around however you want. And then mine also came with some background options. So right now I have the white background in, you can see, but it also came with like blue and black. I've never used any of the colors. I just keep it at white. This is definitely one of the most asked about things. And then right next to the photo booth, I also have like half of one of those shelves I showed you guys earlier. This one is for my screen print transfers. So as you know, my heat press is in this room. So I just have a shelf of all of the transfers that I use very frequently. So as you can see, like the medical doodles, over here we have the dental doodles, and then down here, the radiology and teacher doodles. So these are shirts that I press pretty much every day. That's why I have these transfers in here. And then on the bottom here, this is like a little bit of a mess, but this is pretty much all of my photography stuff, camera, ring lights, any photography accessories. I just like to have it close to the photo booth since that's where I'm often using these. Near the front of the room, we have two closets. So the closet behind my heat press is used for personal stuff, suitcases, fishing poles, random stuff. This closet is for my business, and in here is where I keep a lot of just my packing supplies or extra things. I have bags to go to the post office. I have some boxes in here, some extra stuff from Uline like this craft paper, extra thank you cards or anything. This is kind of like my restock closet. Card diffuser supplies, crinkle paper, some poly mailers, and some reusable bags. So, okay, now we're heading down the hall into my second room here. This is also extremely handy because I also have a bathroom here. It's super nice to be able to have a bathroom and two workspaces down here. This is room number 2. This is technically like more of an office-y space rather than a production space. And this is where I have my desk, my computer. I do pretty much all my computer work in here. And then just some more shelves for extra storage. We're gonna start off over here at my desk. I also get a lot of questions about this sign, and my dad actually made me this sign. So unfortunately, I can't direct you in the right place to get one, but it was a very sweet gift. Love this desk. This is actually a standing desk, and it has a phone charger, and you can raise it to whatever height you want. So if I get tired of sitting, I can move it up and down. And I got this desk from Costco. I've had it for probably 3 years now, and it's amazing. Here's my desk chair. I usually keep a blanket over it just because if the cat's down here, I don't want her to scratch it. This chair is from World Market. It is so comfortable, and as you can see, it's like really big, so I can sit crisscross applesauce, which I like to do a lot when I'm working. And then over here, I actually just invested in this in the past couple of months. This is my Epson sublimation printer, and it's pretty large. It prints up to 24 inches wide, so it has its own little spot over here on the corner of the room. And over in the far corner, I have this clothing rack, which I like to hang up a lot of my designs just so I have easy access. I make sure that they're either ironed or steamed so that I can use all of these in photos, TikToks, or reels. So I don't have to be like unfolding shirts and folding them back all the time. So I like to just keep these on a rack and ready to go for taking content. And got this rack off of Amazon. I think this might be my favorite part of the office. This is my little island, and I have had an office in 4 different places now, and I have figured out that I do love an island. It's so nice to be able to just work and walk around it. And this one I actually semi-built, not really, but I got these drawers from IKEA. So I think they're called the Alex drawer, and I got 4 of them. And then I also got 2 of the tabletops that are also sold at IKEA. So technically you can buy this in a set from them. They have like the 2 Alex drawers and the tabletop. So basically what I did is I just bought 2 of those sets. And these were honestly a little bit too short. So I ended up purchasing these little feet from Amazon. And if I remember right, I think they're about 6 inches. This just helps raise the work table a little bit so I'm not hunched over when I'm cutting things or packing orders or whatever. If you're taller, you'll definitely need more than 6-inch legs. So to add these legs on, I literally just screwed them in the bottom there and then flipped over the drawers. And that's how I created this island. On the back wall over here, I have all of my screen prints. So these are all of the transfers that I sell, and then some of the ones that I also have for my shirts, but like I showed you guys, in the other room is where I keep like my most popular transfers so I can easily press them. And I just have some decorations up here. This is my favorite decoration. This is my Shopify order counter. So every time you get an order, it'll go up. I love this thing so much. I will link this. This is from like Shopify's website, and all of the organization for the screen print transfers are from Michael's. They honestly run sales on these shelves a lot of times, so you can find them for cheap, but I'll also link them in my Amazon storefront, and I'll also provide that Michael's link as well. And then over here on the far wall of my office, I just have some extra shelves. This is where I store a lot of my inventory. Like over here, I have a bunch of samples or blanks that I've purchased, and then all of this is inventory that's ready to go and ready to be sold. And these shelves are also the same exact shelves I showed you in the other room. They're from Lowe's as well, just these white plastic shelves, and I will link those below. But this is what they're technically supposed to look like. They're supposed to be like 5-tier shelves, not like whatever I had going on in the other room, but you can take them apart and make them as tall or as short as you want. For the sizings of my shirts, it would make sense to do 5-tier shelves in here. And then there's also another closet in here, but again, that's just for personal stuff. Like we have Christmas things in there and stuff that isn't related to my business, so no need to look at that. But yeah, anyways, these 2 rooms are where I spend a majority of my day. I feel like after 4 years of being in business, I kind of grew to understand what I needed and how I needed to organize things. So this setup definitely works for me, and I'm very happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this office tour and could possibly get some inspiration on how to change your office up. I do want to say that there's a lot of things that I personally would change or add to my office space. I just know that I'm going to be moving in the next year or so. I didn't want to invest in a bunch of equipment and a bunch of decorations and whatnot just to have to move that in a short amount of time. So like my office space definitely works for what I need it to, but if I had the choice and I knew I was somewhere more permanent, I definitely would invest in either some more storage, like I said, more decorations, maybe make like a content corner, stuff like that. But like I said, for now it works and it gets the job done. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Everything shown in this video is linked below. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to ask. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this type of content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!